Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am going to be building this GreenMax kit that is an oil refinery for a club end loop that a club member donated this kit for, and I decided that I would volunteer to build it to test a few things out. I won't be building the full kit as this won't be used as a refinery. I decided not to build the oil well looking piece, and I left all the piping still on the sprues and figured that this kit would be somewhat decent as like a foundry or an old refinery, having the smokestack on it and a little overhead crane that was coming out the side. So I will be putting this together and hope that it's enjoyable, and thank you for watching. I have a specific color that I want to paint this building, and that is gunmetal gray from Vallejo. I'll be painting that up a little later once the kit's a little more assembled, but let's get working on that. To get the pieces off of the sprues, I use a sprue cutter that I have, and then I go through and file any rough edges that are left. When I was doing some test fitting on the two wall pieces, there were a few spots that I think were made for bracing the walls a little bit better, that were actually making it stick out further and wasn't giving a flush corner. And so I went through and cut those off and filed it back a little bit further to get a flush look on the corners of the building. Once the corners match up flushly, I use 90-degree magnets to hold them together. The brand I got was Process, but I've seen that Bachmann sells them as well. Process, I think that's how you pronounce it, was just cheaper when I was looking to buy them, and so I went with those. I like these as you can push the walls together and have them be closer than what I was ever able to with just my hands. And it helps get rid of any gaps, if not eliminate them from the corners. The glue that I use is Tamiya extra thin cement. I like using this as it sets fast and that it gets the walls bonded together, and it doesn't take a large amount of time to have them sitting, as that was one thing that I disliked when I was building kits early on. At this point, I remembered that the underside of my cutting mat was a lighter gray, and it would actually be better to see the kits on. So I flipped that over and kept going. And with this, the last of the walls are glued together. We're going to let it sit and dry up a little bit and then work further on the roof and getting those panels cleaned up, ready to go, and also get the details put onto them as well. I only put on a couple of them in this video, as it's just cutting them out, gluing them together, and then gluing them onto the roof itself, and worked on the rest of it off camera. So hopefully this was an enjoyable video, and as always, thanks for watching and your continued support.